Hi guys, and welcome to another redgamingtech.com video. This is going to be another discussion sort of video to do with gaming, and I recently did a rant of the week style video, and you can go and check that out on this very channel about the Assassin's Creed 3 PS3 exclusive content. So go watch that if you haven't already. But doing that video got me thinking and made me kind of want to do this video as well. And this particular video is going to be about launch day DLC and whether or not it's okay. Obviously, all of this is my personal opinion. I'm not saying this is the right way. I'm just saying this is what I think. And then obviously, if you disagree or want to tell me your opinions, please do so in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. This is just expressing my views and giving logical, informed information as to why I feel that way. Now, to actually get into the meat of the video. Personally, I would say launch day DLC is absolutely not okay. Absolutely not. There are very few exceptions to this rule, in my opinion, and they might include things such as cosmetic items, extra costumes, stuff like that. Now you might be asking, why am I not okay with launch day DLC? Well, I did touch on this subject when doing the Assassin's Creed 3 rant video, as I previously mentioned, and I don't think anyone can really see why, or anyone really can't see why I disagree with it. Some people might not be as bothered by it as me, but the reason I disagree with it is because unless it's something, say, like a costume pack or something ridiculous like that, something so insubstantial that it's like, whatever, then if it's ready on the day of launch, it's playable, all that, it's 100% ready, to the point where you would charge money for it, then it should be included in the game. It should not be split off and put into separate DLC to rinse money from a game or franchise. This has happened a lot with games. We had Mass Effect with the Prothean DLC, that was launch day DLC. And Assassin's Creed 3 will also have launch day DLC that is also PS3 exclusive, so that's a double whammy for that one. But obviously that's touching on the rant video and I don't want to go into that. I'll just go off on the whole thing again. It happens a lot. It doesn't always happen, don't get me wrong. I'm saying every game ever does this, that would be actually ridiculous. But a lot of games do it. Obviously, because people will pay it. People will be like, oh, this has an extra mission, or oh, this has a cool weapon pack or whatever, you know, and they can just rinse this extra money, you know. Let's say you buy a game on launch on PC. Let's say the average cost of, you know, PC game is £30 or $40, which it is roughly, depending, unless it's a really huge game like, you know, that they charge full price for, like 40 quid that you pay on console. They're usually about £20 to £30. So let's say you pay £30 for your game. Then it says, hey, you know, would you like this DLC? You get 3 extra single-player missions and a bunch of multiplayer stuff. So you're having to be charged again, despite the fact that you just paid 30 of your hard-earned pounds, dollars, what have you, to purchase what you thought was a complete game. But no, what they've actually done is chopped off a little bit of the content, plopped it into a DLC, and charged you $5 to $10 for it. And I can't be the only one who has a problem with that. I know I'm not the only one who has a problem with that. I'm not acting like this is a really unique point of view, oh my god, this refreshing perspective. No. I'm just simply voicing my opinion and just trying to get some general feel as to how many people agree with me. I know I can't be the only one who feels this way. But it just makes me wonder why people pay it. Because I honestly don't understand. Because for me, I would not buy that out of principle. Unless it was something so completely insubstantial, like a multiplayer pack or what have you, that doesn't, you know? But even then, I would argue that that should be included in the game. But that is less offensive than the single player being cut out. But it's still pretty damn offensive, to be honest with you. I would still be pretty pissed about that. But at least they're not chopping off part of the main campaign to sell to you. At least it's something multiplayer that you could easily live without. But you could easily argue that, say for the Mass Effect Prothean DLC, without that DLC, a huge chunk of the game is missing. And yes, you got it with the slightly more expensive version of the game, but that's just the same as paying extra for it anyway, separately. So there's no difference. And I just kind of wonder, well, these people obviously really want this content for this game, so they buy it, blah-de-blah-de-blah, but it encourages it. It's like, well, if the developers know they can get away with this crap, if they know they can, oh well, we can just chop off X part of the game, this side quest or whatever, and just sell it to them separately, then they will. For all the people who like me who feel ripped off and just angered by this kind of behaviour, should just kind of rally together and not buy it. If it was enough people, then they might take notice, or the better thing to do would be to possibly just voice your concerns in a calm and constructive manner. Send them an email, send them a letter, whatever. Let them know we will not stand for this crap. Because as long as we keep taking it, they're going to keep doing it, because why wouldn't they? They can make really a ton of money this way. So you can't really be too pissed at them when we're the ones to be like, oh okay, you've been launched a DLC, single player campaign, 2 hours of content, okay, I'll buy it. Why wouldn't they? When they can rinse an extra £5 to £8 out of you. So yeah, I just kind of want to do a little video discussing launch day DLC and all that good stuff. Personally, I think just no, it is one of the worst things at the moment that's happening in gaming, along with really bad pre-order DLC. Oh, not DLC, sorry, pre-order bonuses, that's the word. Brain was like, oh, yeah, so really bad pre-order bonuses is another one, but that's kind of a different topic. I wanted to focus on launch day DLC and why it happens, is it okay, blah de blah, and as I've said, my opinion is no, it's not okay, and we should absolutely do something to tell them that this is not okay. We're not just going to sit back and take this. And as good as not buying the DLC is, that has to be done in quite huge numbers for that actually to be felt by the developer, to be honest. I mean, if just 1 or 2 people don't buy it, they're not even going to notice. But if, I don't know, a few thousand people don't buy it, a few 100,000 people don't buy it, whatever, I'm just pulling numbers out of my arse, then they might sit up and take notice. But it would be more effective to actually contact them directly and say, look, this is not okay. Gamers have made their voices very, very loud in the past. I mean, look at the whole thing with Mass Effect. I mentioned this in my Assassin's Creed video, that there was a huge outcry about the ending, and look what happened. They added extra content. So let's use that power. We as a consumer have quite a lot of power. We don't get made to feel like it, but we do, because at the end of the day, we are the ones giving the developers money, and if we decide as a people to not spend that money or spend it elsewhere, then they're going to notice, because where else is that money supposed to come from? So yeah, I just think that we all need to make our voices heard on this particular topic, because while it's not exactly like, oh my god, a huge issue in gaming, it's the apocalypse for gaming. No, I'm not making it into a huge thing, but it's still something that needs to be addressed. These smaller issues should not be ignored, because while it's not exactly a huge thing, it's still a pretty big deal. And to be honest, I don't think it's okay to just sit back and take it. We should absolutely try and do something about it, because they're just seeing it as a cash cow to be milked was an absolutely horrific attitude, to be honest, considering that does not go well for gaming as a genre, and if you want gaming to be taken seriously, then this kind of crap cannot be allowed to continue. It's like if you went to a movie and they say, oh, £8 please to go see X film, but then they say, oh, halfway through the film it's like, would you like to see this deleted scene? Well, then pay £5 extra, Or on a DVD or Blu-ray, when you buy that, does that happen? So why is it okay for gaming? Why can they get away with it? And in my opinion, they shouldn't be able to get away with it. Anyway guys, that's me done for this video. It slightly went a little bit ranty there, but that's okay. I'm a very rant-based person. I can get very enamoured and passionate about topics that I, feel I know a lot about or care about, and this is one of those. This is something that really gets under my skin, to be honest with you. But as I said earlier, I would love to hear from you guys about your thoughts, your opinions. What do you think about this topic? Am I making too big of a deal of it? I want to hear from you. What do you think? Do you think there's anything that can be done? let me know. I want to hear from you. Anyway, as always, do check out our channel, subscribe, like this video, and of course give our website a look-see at redgamingtech.com. We have all sorts of juicy content there for you every day, so please do so. Anyway, I'll see you again soon.